Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. And off we go from Denver. And a big hit there on the opening kickoff, and that might set the tone. What could be a physical game. Here's Nix to throw right away. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
They'll send Brown in motion right. Nix from the shotgun. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. We can look at this Bronco defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
To throw is Nix. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone, just held them to a field goal. So they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
Now it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Nix to the air. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Nick's going to tap this forward. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Right here, 1 time.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Here's Nix. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Paul again. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they'll throw with Carr. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2nd and 5. Paul ought to give up the middle. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now Carr. This pass out wide to Hall. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down, but they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Trey Tucker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
To throw, here's Nix. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And not able to get any further as he's taken down right there on the 30. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Jefferson going to go in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going. It's Nix. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Here's Hall again.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
They'll run with Hall.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Carr now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 60. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10.
The final shot before break. Nix. Wilson's got it complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
The final shot before break. Nix. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficient?
Ball has it knocked loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Nick's going to tap this forward. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. Jefferson moving in motion left. Working out of the gun is Nix.
And he completes it to Wilson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
3rd and 2. Throwing Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Browns take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Carr.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Carr.
That is to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. To throw his Carr. And he'll find Hall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Here's Carr to throw.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now, Carr again.
Open man is Atwell, complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Breece Hall.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Aubrey good with the PAT.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
To throw is Nix. They'll get this out to Kamara.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Nick's going to tap this forward.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now it's Nick's.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
D.J. Johnson, the one who got there for the sack.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Nick's to the air.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Nick's.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
To throw, here's Nick's.
Dancing to his left.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Nick's from the shotgun.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another try from the 19, 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
A handoff for Hall.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Now 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Carr going to go on 4th down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunity.